Have you been embracing the wonderful world of coconut? Many people are replacing butters and vegetable oils in their cooking and baking with coconut products, and coconut waters are flying off the shelves everywhere. So what's the scoop on coconut anyway? Well, coconut oils, this one here, coconut oils can be a useful substitute for things like butter in recipes when we're baking, and they can be used in cooking as well. As many of us already know, coconut products are higher in saturated fats. And we know that we should be reducing the amount of saturated fat that we get in our diets for overall health. However, what they're finding is that the saturated fat in coconut oil may actually be a little better than butter in terms of the effect that it has on our blood cholesterol. And definitely it's better than trans fats, which we know we should be reducing or eliminating from the diet. However, vegetable oils, most vegetable oils generally are better than coconut oil when we talk about effects on our blood cholesterol. So one of the benefits of using a coconut oil in cooking is that it tends to be pretty tolerant of heat. So when we're cooking, we want to make sure that we don't overheat an oil, because if we overheat it, it smokes or actually kind of burns, creating compounds, toxins, and stuff that we don't want. One rule of thumb you might want to remember is the more refined an oil is, the more it tends to tolerate high heat. So by comparison, extra virgin oils, which haven't been processed or refined, tend to be more fragile. And coconut oil on its own naturally tends to be a little more heat stable than an extra virgin oil would be. Bottom line, whatever oil we are using, we want to limit the amounts we're consuming. As I said, vegetable oils tend to be a little healthier in terms of the response on blood cholesterol. And if we're looking to reduce saturated fat in the diet, and we want to incorporate some foods that contain saturated fats, we probably want to go for some that have more nutritional bang for their buck. Things like cheese that have more nutrients in them than coconut products, for example, lean protein sources as well. Now, what about coconut waters? So coconut waters, there's a couple of them here. These are sometimes used as an alternative to sport drinks, because they don't have artificial color and flavor added to them. They may have less sugar, but in fact, this particular one contains about 20 grams of sugar, which is about 5 teaspoons. So they aren't sugar-free drinks, even though the sugar would be natural. But the bigger concern with the coconut water is the potassium content. In fact, the potassium content of coconut waters is 10 to 15 times higher than a typical sports drink would be. And too much potassium in the diet can actually upset our electrolyte balance, that delicate balance between potassium and sodium. So something to be aware of. Finally, dollars and cents. These are costly products, generally speaking. I think this one was $4, so not for somebody who's going to be on a limited budget. At the end of the day, as I always say, moderation in all things. I personally love the taste, the flavor of coconut, especially in baked goods. And my favorite baked good is the cookie. Mmm.